I'm president of Moving Pillsbury Forward. So, president of Moving Pillsbury Forward. We're a not-for-profit organization established here in Springfield and dedicated to demolishing the building behind me and revitalizing the entire property that we are all standing on this very moment. To begin that special work, my colleagues, Tony Del Giorno, who's over here, and Polly Poskin, who are in the back, the three of us are on the board of directors for Moving Pillsbury Forward, and we've taken ownership of the site, known for nearly 100 years in this community as Pillsbury. But the three of us certainly did not do this alone. Residents of the Pillsbury Neighborhood Association, led by John Keller, who's also here today, have met with us, talked with us, and inspired us. We must thank the Illinois Attorney General's Office and our federal and state environmental protection agencies for precise adherence to the legal requirements governing this restricted property, including if or how a transfer of the property could occur. Moving Pillsbury Forward is very grateful for the advice and encouragement of County Chairman Andy Van Meter and his office. This project would not have moved forward without their counsel. And thank you to Mayor Jim Langfelder and his staff for many meetings, their consistent counsel, and their ongoing support for this project. Moving Pillsbury Forward also extends many thanks to Senator Doris Turner, who was involved as a Ward 3 alderman and continues her dedication to the project as the state senator from the 48th district. She was involved right at the beginning when we had our first public meetings up at Lincoln Library. So my special thanks to Doris Turner for her continuing support. Alderman Roy Williams and Alderman Sean Gregory, they know the challenges and the potential of this project in the Pillsbury neighborhood. They've generously shared their time and insights with us, and we know they will hold our feet to the fire as the project goes forward. Two final acknowledgments about the Pillsbury project. Moving Pillsbury Forward is very grateful for the Springfield Sangamon Growth Alliance and the remarkable commitment to ensure the critical and costly next step, a Phase 2 environmental site assessment, which will reveal if and where are the contamination issues that must be resolved for the safety and health of this area and our city. Executive Director Ryan McCready, who's here in the audience today, has been involved since the earliest discussions about the Pillsbury site, and his expertise in dealing with similar projects is guiding the plan from now until redevelopment. And finally, Moving Pillsbury Forward wants to express our deepest gratitude to the leadership of John Stremstopper and the Community Foundation for the Land of Lincoln.
Pretty exciting day, thanks to the Pillsbury group moving things forward. I know it's a tough decision. You know, all of us are concerned about the condition of the plant and what it does to the surrounding neighborhood, and also the litigating factors that could come into play. But we'll be working with them to find a community remedy as much as possible. And what this really shows is how advocacy can come to the forefront. It reminds me of the saying, or determine that the thing should and shall be done, and we shall find a way. And this points directly to the Pillsbury plant and what we can do to make it more development and help with development and move the neighborhood forward in the future.
This is such an exciting day, I think, for the future of Springfield. It's so nice to see citizens step up and organize a not-for-profit organization to take ownership of this property, which has been such I think, a sore spot for the entire community for nearly 2 decades now, and have those folks step forward and get organized. This is the first step on what I think will be a pretty long road to really remediate the property, improve it for hopefully some positive reuse here in the coming years. But today is a really exciting day in spite of the rain, that I think it's a good metaphor for brighter days ahead.
Oh, this is a good day for me. It personally means so much. A lot of meetings and a lot of emails have taken place, and we finally got to this day, and it's truly Pillsbury moving forward. I feel good about it, and the citizens that live around here feel good about it.
It's a wonderful day. We've waited for over 20 years for something good to happen, and finally, it's here.
For me, it is a little bit personal in that way. I grew up in a middle-income household on the south side of Springfield because my father worked here at a good union job here at the Pillsbury plant from 1970 to 1991. So every day of my childhood, I grew up being supported by the activities of this plant. Now, my father worked 6 days a week at this plant for over 20 years. Sometimes he was forced to work beyond that and work 7 days a week to bring in the extra income that was needed to raise a family. And, you know, my brother and I are first-generation college-educated Richmonds. We're the first ones. And that's what mid-century America manufacturing and union jobs meant in this community during that time. And that's what it meant to me. So for me, it is personal. This 18 acres was the engine that propelled me to where I am in life today, and on a very personal level. Thank you for asking.